Welcome back. I've arrived here in Stargazer Navalia, and I instantly got a message. Twitka, you don't happen to be at Stargazer Navalia right now, do you? But yes, I'm in Stargazer Navalia. How did you know? That's great. I saw on Cycrane's system that you were nearby. There's an important task I need your help with. It's really urgent. The Exalting Sanctum Sky Dome malfunctioned half an hour ago. It was probably caused by the unusual yin-yang phenomena from Ambrosial Arbor's new growth. The technical details are complicated, so I won't elaborate. In short, one district has a serious problem, and it's about to explode. Explode? The entire Lao Fu has yet to fully recover from all the chaos, and there's no one available to handle this emergency. Fortunately, there is an office worker in the Skyfaring Commission who jumped on a starskiff and flew to the Sky Dome to carry out an emergency fix. But that starskiff also broke down during the rescue, probably due to the yin-yang phenomena again, and lost contact over Stargazer Navalia. It may have been forced to land or even crashed. Oh dear. I've already informed the Cloud Knights to send reinforcements ASAP, but 1 second can mean the difference between life and death for this kind of thing. Can you folks please go take a look first? You folks? Is someone else nearby? Yes, Mr. Yang is also nearby. I've also contacted him. Anyways, try to find a vantage point in Stargazer Navalia and use a Cycrane to locate the starskiff. I'm counting on you folks. Also, this office worker is a bit special. I implore you both to do everything in your power to save her life. Here we go then. For I have touched the sky. Meet up with Welt at Stargazer Navalia. I was gonna say where? Over there. Well, how you doing? Let me just, I just gotta get this box. Right, well, how you doing?
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Shikui sent us a Cycrane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the starskiff crashed as soon as possible.
Connect the Cycrane. Let's get fly around. Ooh-wee. Ooh, puzzle over there. Oh, it's oh, hello. Is that actually a puzzle or? Searching target. Aha!
We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby.
I was hoping it was going to be some kind of puzzle or something, but no. Still be nearby. Ah, hello. Heron Express safety system has automatically taken over the remote control to return you to a safe zone. Like, yeah, but how do I then? What? I don't even know what saw me then. Let's try from the... You okay down there? Let's try from the bridge instead. Take it easy, Icarus. Okay.
Not good. Looks like the crash disturbed monsters in the area. We need to get there, fast.
I could see something going on down here. Hello, someone behind the tree.
There. That must be who Miss Shikui asked us to save. We need to hurry. Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
You know me. Plunging headfirst into everything. Let's see here. I'm looking for more tech boxes.
Yeah.
They're always appreciated. Sure that, yeah, I was going to say there's one around here somewhere. I remember it. Alright, fellas. How you doing? Oh, can't see me. Oh, I was going to jump off. Could I just, at this point, just go on down like there? Like, would that do it? Yeah, we'll do that.
Get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Qingni is in trouble.
It's okay, we're pretty tough.
Don't worry, Miss Qingni. We've been in worse danger.
I mean, you definitely have, mate. We'll go with you first.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Illusions of the past.
Let me tend your wound. This battle. There's always a weak.
Got him done simple enough.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Qingni. We're not abandoning you.
They could easily jump up. We won't leave you here.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand.
It's Yukong. She's here to save the day.
Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Qingni. We're coming to get you!
I'll free you from your chains.
Get
Disappear
that
among
one
the
as
sea of
soon as
butterflies.
possible.
Illusions of the past.
Good. Because that's the one that will summon others.
What a headache.
Here we go again then. Okay, this time
We've
let's
entered the
actually
storm.
use
To guard and
Piranha's
defend.
buff.
Crush them.
Is that all?
I'll free you from your
Use
chains.
that on you.
Disappear among
Hopefully
the sea
that
of
should get you.
butterflies.
It should.
Illusions of the past.
No, it didn't. Oh. Well, that's quite a shock. So, let's bring
Lend me your strength.
Sealer back up.
Don't mess
Should
with
be able to
me.
get these guys now.
I'll end your misery.
There we go.
I'll end your misery.
Is it dead? Looks like it could be. Didn't want to waste the ultimate, you know. After cleansing the area of the abomination, the Cloud Knights rescue the trapped girl.
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qingni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by.
Mother? Oh.
Qingni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qingni. It was nothing.
It was all thanks to Madame Yukong's timely appearance.
You flatter me. This is a Skyfaring Commission affair, yet the two of you had to put yourselves in harm's way. I am ashamed. It was because of both of you that Qingni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better.
A lovely cup of tea? Oh, sounds delightful.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be honored.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qingni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
Oh, there's no need.
You always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qingni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I look forward to the tea as well.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her.
I don't like either of these options. We'll go with the scary mum.
You have a unique way of putting things.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Well.
But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother.
I feel like you relate to this a lot, Mr. Young.
Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough. But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qingni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting.
To the palace! Why are we screaming it? I don't know, but...
Let's avoid sudden exclamations like that once we're in the palace. Remember, this is no field trip. We're having tea with the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission. We'll need to act with diplomatic decorum. All right, let's head out before it gets late.
Tea! I do like some of the options, because they're kind of random. In the emotional response, I think is the best way of putting it, but they're funny as a result. Todd has a follow-up. Uh-huh. I'll have to check in with Todd at some point.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
No, we all get tea. Where are you? Over there.
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my lot, you know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Luofu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius, like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me. But no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again.
Oh?
Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? I don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helm Master's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
I imagine Twitka is just over there being like, I don't understand the fact that nobody understands. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Qingni, where are you going?
So, anyway, we're here for the tea. Hi.
I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
Mr. Yang, I told you we'd be early.
You're right. An oversight on my part.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was. But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring.
Though things didn't get off to a great start, everyone enjoyed this meeting with Yukong.
Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
You say that, but just paying attention to this map here. Lovely, it's lovely. Right, let's leave. Although I wanted to look at these little statue thingies on the posts. Huh. Anyway, let's get out of here.
You two, please, wait! Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that.
I understand it's the parent-child relationship.
So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great. I mean, I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing, as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. However, in my personal experience, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically, over time. Don't you think, Miss Qingni?
When it comes to family stuff, I leave it to Mr. Yang. He knows what he's talking about.
My mom is actually a reasonable person. but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Star Watcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside. Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good?
Oh, yes. The aroma was incredible.
I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the LaFu.
Authentic?
Nothing in this report makes sense.
Well, that's not my problem.
Did you put up the ads this time?
From a vending machine?
We're here. The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cienjo LaFu is it's a drink, and it's inside this vending machine.
Wow. The full 5-star treatment.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here, mung bean soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
I like Welt.
How is it? Bearable?
Delicious, simply delicious, yes.
Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down a mung bean soda like that. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Just like flying. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, I know a really great place in Starskiff Haven to Starskiff watch.
Alright then. Alright, Todd, we'll see about you later, mate. Don't you worry, don't you worry.
Quite a different experience looking down on Starskiff Haven.
Yes, apparently.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
I never really took in the design of this place from this angle before.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, you can't turn back once you enter the sky. Pilots are always dancing with death. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars. To fight for the Cienjo Alliance across the vast galaxy.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Qingni?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy starskiff,
They become a toy salesman?
What? No, it means they'll become a pilot. Mom reached for the starskiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barisan anti-aircraft fire, like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her. I don't understand it.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madame Yukong.
And she'd know how dangerous it would be, so...
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky.
Qingni receives a message and frowns as she reads it.
It's Mom's secretary, Miss Siquei. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Siquei suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to bother you two again?
I mean, yeah? The goal of the Express crew is to help other people. It's our way of saying thanks for the mung bean soda.
Sorry. Please don't mention the mung bean soda again.
Why? Items obtained. I thought it was going to be the mung bean soda. But no. Right, let's head on over there then. That seems to be the closest. Right, let's head on down. Let's make sure we get that tech over there. Before we head further down.
The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic. I think Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Qingni?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise.
Isn't solving puzzles my expertise?
Well, isn't finding a needle in a haystack a type of puzzle solving? Your powers of perception are impressive. No matter how well a treasure chest is hidden, you're always able to spot it. I think you're the right person for the job.
You just can't be bothered, can you? That's what's going on here. Oh. Let's have a look in this bottle. In the bottle.
Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her? A bird cage. Huh, that reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense.
A Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud Knights.
No. This is only a replica. Probably some kind of film prop.
So what is this?
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the Hunt Crest?
A lucky charm?
This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingni. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
No, you misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly, into someone like her? My mom clearly misses her flying days, otherwise she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot. Why?
Maybe we can ask some people who might know the truth.
Yeah, it could be Jing Yuan.
Well, the General's been busy at the seat of Divine Foresight recently. We might not get to see him right away. Still, it's worth a try. He was the one who promoted Helmmaster Yukong. He probably knows more about her past than anyone.
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right. You're the General's guests. Even so, this is asking a lot of you.
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helmmaster Yukong no longer flies, we might be able to find out why she doesn't want you to be a fighter pilot. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might give us a clue on how to convince your mother.
Do we really know Jing Yuan that well?
Don't worry. General Jing Yuan is understanding. I'm sure a small visit won't trouble him, especially if it's about a young girl's future.
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors. I'll head back to Starskiff Haven. I'm not ready to return to the Skyfaring Commission yet.
Divine Arrow Embers. Alright, let's head on over there then. Device?
Let's take it in
9?
turns. You rest. I'll
Just
stand
reading
guard.
that tooltip on the loading screen there. I think that's a new one. I haven't seen Device 9 pop up before. I don't think, anyway. Alright, so let's head on in. Oh, he's there. I thought you'd be busy, mate.
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the seat of Divine Foresight this time?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helmmaster Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a starskiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. She was only saved thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Law Fu, you have my thanks once again. The seat of Divine Foresight heard that Yukong seldom seen but often feared temper was on display. I believe the two of you were caught between mother and daughter.
We heard that Helmmaster Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helmmaster Yukong would decline to answer. If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong the pilot?
Well, it would make sense to actually give you the embers out of everything, wouldn't it?
Oh, this is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter? Where did you find this?
Yeah, we'll just tell him. Qingni gave it to us.
This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars? As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too has the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster. 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies, and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Caiyi, perished on the battlefield.
Oh.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, General.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Caiyi trusted each other with their lives. The Helmmaster will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past, as the past is starting to affect her future.
Thank you, General.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality? If you ask me, the mountains of documents and the seat of divine foresight are the only triviality around here.
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find Qingni.
Jingyuan's memories. Very well. At least we know a bit more now. Hello? Twitika, did you learn anything from General Jingyuan? Gui said Mum's busy, so I'm heading back to the Skyfaring Commission. Do you know Kai? I heard she was your mother's best friend. ... Actually guessed there would be some connection. It's hard to explain over text. Let's meet up. See you in a bit. Oh. And all I can think right now is, I am so terrible with names. I really am. Aha, you're right here. That's cool.
Oh, you're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk.
Isn't in a great mood? Why?
Probably because of me.
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. That way, we don't bump into each other.
It's actually kind of cute. It's that case of I don't like those two options, so...
Really? I think it's silly. Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
You relay the information provided by him.
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my questions or pretended not to hear them. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed. I never asked her again.
She was afraid of you ending up like her friend. Even a flying ace can get into trouble.
Yes. Yukong doesn't want you to feel the pressure of her name. Besides, reputation and talent count for something, but you need luck on the battlefield.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Qingni. You should talk with her yourself.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This pass that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of Astrum. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a diary.
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Qingni?
Vaguely, but there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with me?
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Qingni. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
Have a look at this map then. Workers at the Palace of Astrum use the sandpit to play war chess after work, and Yukong is the most excellent player among them. The game will lose all its fun. I was reading that. Oh, there we go. The game will lose all of its fun when your opponent is Yukong. Oh dear. Ooh. Didn't realize that was there. Is there any other obvious book around? I wonder... Oh, it would make sense if there was something there that was very obvious. The desktop background on this calculation device is a line of floating calligraphy. Yang Ming's workstation, authorized person now prohibited.
Mr. Yang Ming is a stickler for rules. I don't want to annoy him. Let's go to a different device.
Try this one. I mean, they look pretty much the same.
We can use this one. Okay. Let me see. Helmmaster's personal archive. Oh, got it! Let's go take a look.
Oh, I thought it was going to be up here at her terminal, desk, computer.
It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary!
Miss Qingni, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Qingni. I'll be waiting over there.
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes on life as a pilot.
Mr. Yang has rules for these things.
I understand. I can tell Mr. Yang is a principled person. There are some lines he won't cross. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds the key to all of this.
Caiyi, we are going to be partners. We've known each other for so long, but when we first knew each other racing starskiffs illegally in the city, we were rivals. Now that we're asked to work together and have each other's backs, I'm really not used to it. Naturally, I'm not used to having to look after someone who lost against me, but an order's an order. I jest. I really look forward to flying with you. I don't know when we would receive a combat mission. I don't know what you think about our situation, but I think we both have considerable skills, and having to sit still and not fight enemies in the front lines is stifling. Those denizens of abundance often raid the border, and occasionally there are reports of them harming innocent planets. Every time I hear the news, I feel an overwhelming sense of anger, but now things are different. After a while, we'll be able to show them what we're made of on our fighter jets. Honestly though, I'm pretty satisfied with my life right now. After all, just between you and me, what I really wanted was never the righteous course of ridding demonic activities. What attracts me is just the act of flying itself. Look, flying out in the universe outside of the dells is entirely different from racing starskiffs that we're so used to. There is nothing to anchor us in space. There's not even a distinction between up and down. Our fighter jets would be hung in space by their lonesome selves like ships sailing in the middle of the ocean. By then, there is no one else you can rely on but your own skills and your own jet. Some may call this feeling lonely, but I prefer to call it freedom. To me, the ability to fly in space is good enough. If I have to share this sweet freedom with you, that's even better. Caiyi, I don't know what to say to console you. You're always like this. No matter what terrible things happen to you, you would act strong, as if you don't need anyone to care for you, and you have terrible timing for jokes. But we have been together for over 100 years, and I think we understand each other very well. You once said that if something is unpleasant for me, it would also be uncomfortable for you. I actually feel the same way too. Right now, my heart feels like it's being gouged out with a blunt, rusted knife. Ooh. I can't imagine the amount of hurt and pain you're going through. It's funny. I've never shown Guyang my good side. Every time you leave me alone to go on a mission with him, I feel uncomfortable. Especially when I see you two flirting and getting along, as if you're inseparable. I can't help but want to glare at him with disdain. But Guyang is a good person. No matter how rude I was to him, he was always kind to me. Thinking back on it now, I realize I'm just really bad at appreciating people. He's really amazing. He managed to hold off several dozen enemy ships with only 2 people. This isn't something that can be done with just courage and resolve. It also requires exceptional skills and extraordinary talent. I can imagine what it was like in his final moments, how his annoying, handsome face must have shown such determination and focus. I guess that's why you fell in love with him in the first place. I can imagine how proud he must have felt in that moment. He must have had no fear or hopelessness, only pride. So you shouldn't be sad. You should be proud of him. We all should. Caiyi, I've been having a lot of negative emotions recently that I cannot express to other fighters on the front line. Since you're recuperating in the rear, I'll just dump them on you. Hardly fair. Although it seems I'm a bit slow to say such words now. It was only recently that I realized that I am actually in the midst of such a cruel war. Space combat is different from ground combat. Although both involve life and death in an instant, it is rare to see severed limbs and broken bodies in space, which led me to misjudge the brutality of this war. It wasn't until recently, as the situation on the front lines worsened, that the bloody reality gently but indisputably presented itself before me. Someone might sit beside you for a meal today and be missing in action tomorrow. A new soldier earning praise and honor today might disappear the next. The captain I fought with today might not be found tomorrow. The ground troops that exchanged encouragement with me today might be eliminated the next. At this point, I am wary of building personal connections with anyone here. Perhaps that person would perish, or I might perish, or we might both perish in the day to come. I thought I have experienced enough to feel numb, but bad news kept coming in waves every single day. However, I don't regret this at all. Whenever the pain comes, the feeling that becoming a fighter pilot is the best choice I have made in my life will follow. If I weren't a fighter pilot, I can only endure this pain in silence. But I am. I can fly, I can battle, and I can attempt to destroy the source of my pain. Because I am a fighter pilot, I have things that I can do, realities that I can change. Yes, don't use the names Gung Yuan came up with. They're terrible. Choosing a name is a big decision the child has to bear with for a lifetime. Use my suggestion instead. It's something I picked after diligently going through several collections worth of poetry. Caiyi, I have a lot to tell you. So many things. After your death, they wanted to honor me with a medal. Truthfully, I find that laughable. Based on common logic, no one would award survivor medals to praise their fortuitous survival. But no, not the Skyfaring Commission. They gave me a medal, called me a hero pilot, and the only reason for it is because of my luck to remain alive in that calamitous battle. If you had been as lucky as me, we could have gotten the medals together. After the medal ceremony, we could have gone to Autumn Alley, have a few drinks, and laugh at the absurdity of it all. It's a shame luck is not on your side. We don't have that chance anymore. I suddenly feel nostalgic. I remembered all the time we had steering our starskiffs across the Laofu sky. We were so carefree. There were no threats to our lives, and we didn't have to bear the calling of the hunt. The entirety of the sky within the delve was ours, yours and mine. Above us was the delve's flashing dome ceiling, and below us were the bustling lights of 10,000 homes. Oh, and behind us, the realm-keeping commission officers who just won't stop chasing us. That was a time of insouciance. How I wish we could stay in that time forever. Oh, damn.
What is the meaning of this? The Helm Master's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around? What do you have in your hands? Let me see. Madame Yukong's diary? The nerve. How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter, too. By the Arbiter, you two are in for a...
Mr. Yangming, please, calm down. Let us explain.
Qingni tells Yangming the whole story.
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yangming. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened, how she went from ace pilot to Helm Master.
I've been here for a long time, Qingni. If there's something you wish to know, just ask. But don't go rummaging around. That's a bad habit.
I'm gonna go with the diary.
No, this isn't something I should read. Don't show it to me.
Just look. Mom, we both had a look.
Just listen to yourself. I suppose you think if you ate your shoes, I'd follow suit. Just ask some other questions. Ones I can answer.
Alright, we'll go with the memories.
Miss Caiyi? I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guangyuan couldn't match their numbers. Well, after he passed away in battle, Caiyi rarely teamed up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Caiyi died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Caiyi's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Caiyi's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire.
I didn't think you know this many details, Mr. Youngmin.
Nonsense. As a Xianzhou native, I've lived long enough to remember more than the Foxian pilots could ever hope to. In the end, all the ace pilots perished. The only thing I can do is to remember them and ensure they are not forgotten too soon.
Where are Miss Caiyi's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yangming.
You're welcome. I know this is important to you. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingni. I'll take my leave and pretend I didn't see anything. After all, it's an unwritten rule that subordinates should be absent when their superior's privacy is exposed. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
I'm gonna go with that. Don't let us catch you nosing around here again.
You're a cheeky one. You're lucky I have a sense of humor. Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
Search for information related. Ah, there we go! Felt like we'd get here eventually.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. Let's have a look.
There must be a hidden compartment. Where? But we'll say that.
That's the selling point of this desk. Super simplistic design with super spacious hidden compartments. Lots of office staff use this desk. There are hidden compartments on the left, right, and under the desktop. Which one should we check first?
Under the desktop?
Got it. This looks similar to Mom's diary, but it looks like it belonged to Miss Caiyi.
Alright then. So, Caiyi is how we say it. I have to properly take it in now. Yukong, I'm happy to have a chance to fight side by side with you. When the pair assignment was sent out, I was so nervous that I didn't dare to open and check it, fearing that we wouldn't be paired up. It's not like I can't bear to part with you, but I was worried to leave you with the others, with your fiery temperament. When you actually get to the battlefield, don't act recklessly like you do now. Always charging in with hot-headedness. Before taking action, think more about the consequences. But it's okay, I don't want to talk about this anymore, or you'll accuse me of nagging like an old crone again. In any case, we need to work together, using our individual strengths to create our own legends in the vast sky. I look forward to fighting in the vast skies with you. So much so that I am finding it hard to fall asleep. Yukong, don't cry. There is no need to be sad. My husband was the one who died, but you're crying more than I am. After so many years of fighting, you're still so emotional. I'm envious. Being a fighter pilot has always been a harrowing decision. Since we chose this path, we have to be mentally prepared. What's important is not whether we can survive by luck, but whether we can live up to the value of a pilot's life. Yuan and his partner managed to keep an entire Borisin fleet at bay. They were heroes. To me, that is enough. I've heard it said that the greatest happiness in life is being able to choose how you die. From this perspective, to fight for the Zhenshou Alliance, no. For the people of the entire galaxy, to die on the battlefield after a lifetime of military service, Gung Yuan is probably happy. Of course, you better not have this kind of happiness. Just live another 200 years, behave, and then die of old age for me. Yukong, it's been a long time. I am still on my maternity leave in the rear. Everything is fine. With the stalemate happening right now, you must be very busy. But when you have the chance, please take a moment to write an exchange diary entry for me, so that I can know you are still safe. And also, I have a mountain of things I want to talk to you about. Firstly, an announcement. I've already decided on a name for our child. Gung Yuan has talked about this before. If it's a boy, name him Dragon. And if it's a girl, name her Phoenix. But this man's literary sense is as good as the monkeys in the ever-hunt plains. No matter how much we should prioritize the wishes of my late husband, I cannot let his wants ruin my child's life. So after much pondering, I've decided to go with your suggestion and name her Qingni. Oh! The Colors of Dawn. The moonlit camp opens to a garden of archery. Frosty banners brush the colors of dawn. How rare you made the time and effort to look through poems and allegories. I thought you only cared about fighter jets. Don't miss me too much. After taking a few months of break and settling Qingni down, I will be back in action ASAP. Qingni is still so young and I need to leave her to fight a war. How should I say this? I'm such an irresponsible mother. I am well aware. The situation on the front line doesn't look so good. The Borisin keeps breaking our ranks. All the media outlets are trying to control the spread of panic and fear, but the Lao Fu is shrouded with a veil of uneasiness. However, I believe the Zhenshou Alliance will win. I believe the warriors like you and me will repel those denizens of abundance to whence they came. I look forward to fighting beside you once more. Yukong, we will be heading toward a cruel battlefield tomorrow. So tonight, there are some things I must entrust to you. This may be somewhat ominous, but there's no help for it. Who made it so that we've never entrusted these things to each other before? If you lived and I didn't, please take care of Qingni like you would your own daughter. I know you will. I will entrust you with all my savings. Please use that as living expenses for Qingni. No matter what kind of person Qingni wants to become, please support her fully. Merchant, poet, street performer, anything except a jet fighter. Oh, this makes so much sense. Please allow me to make a vow with you. Do not let Qingni become a jet fighter. When we enlisted, you wrote in this diary, our fighter jets would be hung in space by the lonesome selves like ships sailing in the middle of the ocean. Some may call this feeling lonely, but I prefer to call it freedom. I really love this segment because I thought the same. But that's enough. Loneliness or freedom, we've already tasted it all. Promise me, don't let that child touch the sky.
So, I was adopted? And this Miss Caiyi was my real mother? I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot?
She doesn't want to lose Caiyi again.
For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. Not only am I her daughter, I'm also her final promise to Caiyi. I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood, I understand her a lot more now. Can you come with me one more time? I want to have a proper chat with Mom.
I like where this has gone. Say no problem.
Yes. Thank you.
I really like where this has gone. Let's meet up with Welt. It's sweet and tragic at the same time.
You're all done? Did it go smoothly?
You tell Welt everything that just happened.
I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but she and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your mother.
It's okay. I understand. Just having you stand next to me is already a great help, benefactors.
Right, let's go have a word with Yukong then. I can imagine this is going to be quite emotional.
When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her.
Why didn't you just tell her? Maybe it was too hard to think back on the past.
Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times. No means no.
But...
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant. Try giving her a little push.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say?
I mean, that seems like the logical thing to go with.
Is that Caiyi's diary? How did you... I understand now. I'm sorry, Qingni. I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance. To float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Some called it loneliness, but we called it freedom. Caiyi was like that too. We were friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself. But those are my best memories. We would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting. Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims.
System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borisan fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Caiyi, I really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Luofu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
The mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Caiyi. Caiyi? Hold on, Caiyi. Caiyi, open your eyes. Caiyi.
Thank you. Yukong. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Qingni walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Caiyi, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Qingni is waiting for you. She lost Guangyan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up! Caiyi! 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 When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. But all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Caiyi. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready, but I was not. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Caiyi, your father Guangyan, we were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. But do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Caiyi and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. But we had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter, I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really, you don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Caiyi and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps, and more afraid of you taking after Caiyi. But if this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you, even if you live to regret it.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
Come on.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
That's not what the subtitles said. Oh, that was lovely. I really, really like that. Yukong has become a visitor to the Express. Warden of Jade. That was really nice. I have a message. Really? You there? I have something I need your help with. Beautiful. Pray tell? I do like what's the pay though. Oh, don't say it so formally. You make it sound like we're strangers. Now, due to the unusual yin-yang phenomena brought by the Ambrosial Arbor's revival, many of Heron Express's cycranes and freight star skiffs have had accidents, and a great number of goods were lost. They wanted to send their staff to retrieve these lost goods, but you know, it's not very safe out there right now. The Skyfaring Commission's plans to send people who are skilled at controlling cycranes, trustworthy, and have had some military training to help them. Can I be trusted? We only have known each other a few days, yet you already have so much trust in me. I feel flustered. You are the hero who saved Madame Yukong's daughter. Even if I were to lose my trust in the general, I would never lose my trust in you. Come on, stop saying no. You are the one for this task. Heron Express sent over a contact person. She's waiting for you at the doors of the Skyfaring Commission. Come over quickly, don't let them wait too long. Oh, so we got sort of a follow-up to that. Right, so what we'll do then
How time flies.
is we'll end this part here, and in the next part we'll see about that quest. And we'll also see about Todd's quest as well at some point. We'll see how they play out. So we shall see you in the next part with this Eye of the Cosmos. Ta-da for now.